Hello and welcome everybody. This is Off the Script, hosted by Matthew Elwell. To get started, first we're gonna plug some of the social medias. So we're now on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Podcast, Apple Podcasts. You can find us on TikTok at Off the Script, Instagram at offthescript.pod. That's offthescript.pod pod, and everything else is just Off the Script. If you search up my name, Matthew Elwell, Matthew Elwell, it is much easier to find. So we hope that, if you're listening, obviously you're here, but you can find us on all platforms. And this is my guest here. We're joined by Ryan Stec.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Stec. Just honored to be here with Matthew. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you for coming. Especially this is technically the first episode because the last one was like a little trial, like it even had a separate name. I introduced it as Matt Squared but I had changed everything. So it was just a trial episode, making sure everything was going smoothly. And now we have our first guest, Ryan Stec.
Awesome.
You want to introduce yourself a little bit and talk about, who you are, where you go to school?
Yep. I'm Ryan Stec. I go to school at the University of Michigan. I'm a basketball player there.
That's a
no,
lie.
I'm just kidding. I attend the University of Hartford, business student like Matthew. Me and Matt in a bunch of classes together. Just a nice, calm guy,
Yeah.
fun-loving guy.
We met each other at orientation. It was kind of awkward because I wasn't like a very outgoing person like in high school. I was to an extent, but meeting new people was always scary. But it was him and our friend Dillian. We should bring that group together.
Yeah.
Like we should get an episode where it's me, you, and Dillian. But it's so Dillian is like 6'8". It's like we always thought we were tall, and then we sit next to Dillian and we're like, oh, okay, we're tall, but only in respect to everybody else. Yeah, not with him. So like we were just like this tall group in front of everybody else, and they're like, wow. And we're all in the business school,
Yep.
so that's a lot of fun.
We're all smart.
Yeah, we're the prospects.
Prospects of Barney Business School.
Exactly. So you're also a finance major, correct?
Correct.
And then Dillian's accounting.
Yeah.
What a weirdo. Or business analytics.
Dude's weird,
yeah. We played fantasy recently, and I did beat you.
Yeah, don't want to talk about that. My team, what was it, like 75 points?
You didn't drop 80.
We crapped the bed. We'll be back next week. Come back
yeah.
week.
Good thing I'm not going against you. Yeah, I was actually projected to lose both of my leagues, and I won both of them with like at least a 30-point deficit.
I will say, in one of my other leagues, though, I'm not terrible at fantasy. I dropped 180 points and I dropped 199 points in another league, so I'm not bad at fantasy, guys.
Is that like normal PPR and everything too?
Yeah.
Wow. ESPN or?
One was ESPN, one was Yahoo.
Okay. See. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we play on ESPN, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantasy is a weird thing. It was my first ever time playing fantasy, and I thought my draft went beautifully. And not in the other one. The other one I auto drafted. The first one that we did,
Yep.
the one with Julian.
Sure.
So before the podcast, we were talking about sport like baseball, and we have a Yankees fan over here. Anyone who follows the Yankees knows why he just sighed into the mic. He was talking so proudly about the Yankees, especially when they were playing the Guardians. He left me to play basketball to go watch. You watched the Guardians games, right? Or was that the first Astros game?
No, it was the first Astros.
The first Astros, and that's why they lost so bad. 4-0 they lost. They didn't win once against the Astros. Do you want to make any excuse for your team?
I hate to make excuses, but I will say we're missing our two best contact hitters in DJ LeMahieu and Andrew Benintendi. Those would have been huge pieces. Got a bunch of injuries in the bullpen, but no excuses. Aaron Judge didn't show up. We just couldn't hit the damn ball. All right. Our pitching was great, but we have to hit the ball. Cashman, our GM, get out of here. Boone, I like you, but apparently you got to get out of here too.
Okay.
So some changes need to be made. Donaldson, get the hell out of New York. IKF, get the hell out of New York. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Yeah. No. I respect it. No excuses. Are you coming back next year? That's usually what they usually end up. We're coming back next year.
World Series or bust next year.
Okay. I'm a Mets fan, so I was expecting the
Yankees
Mets to
run New York.
No, that's not true. I wanted them to do a whole lot better, and then they just we watched one game. I was with my grandparents and my dad, and we were watching the Mets game, and we watched the one where they won. That was great, but that was about as far as I go. All right. So I was gonna quiz you on the Yankees roster, but half these guys are wearing different hats, and I don't know if they're actually on the Yankees. Like I got a Mariners guy here, a Colorado Rockies guy here, an Orioles guy here, a Reds guy here.
You say their number, I could probably get him.
This one says 53.
53 on the Yankees. What hat is he wearing?
Cincinnati Reds.
Is it a pitcher?
I don't know. I just pulled up okay, we're pulling up a different roster. All right. Who's number 45?
Come on, man. Garrett Cole. That's my boy.
Come on. 39.
39. Jose Trevino.
And who's the other catcher you guys have?
Kyle Higashioka.
All right, I'm done quizzing you because the way those came off your tongue, that's gonna be way too easy. That's just gonna be boring for me.
Way too easy.
Do you know by name the TikTok account, like the daily interviews or whatever, the sports guys? So what they do is they guess the athlete in 30 seconds.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So recently, one of their guys left. And
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and so like I was like today I'm gonna like just like try to be the host. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the videos was like, we're looking for someone new. So I'm gonna do this for you I'm gonna do this to you for a Yankee player. Are you confident?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's pull up a timer for 30 seconds, and just you know how it works. For those who don't know how it works, he's gonna ask a question. I either say yes or no, so only yes or no questions. And I limited it to Yankees players because he's not. I don't. We can maybe do like. Do you know NBA good?
Yeah.
So
Any sport you could do.
Oh wow. Okay. So we'll start with Yankees.
All right.
And then we'll move on to like broader. So like I'll make it like where you have to guess the sport at one point.
Okay.
So we'll move from Yankees
All right.
to I'll tell you. So now you know it's Yankees. And then next level I'll move it to how many or like the sport.
League. Yep.
And then we'll move to anything. And I won't pull Simone Biles on you.
All right.
All right. 30 seconds starts now.
Is it a pitcher?
No.
An infielder?
No.
An outfielder?
No.
A coach?
No.
A catcher?
No.
A DH?
Yes.
Giancarlo Stanton?
No.
Matt Carpenter?
Yeah, he got it. With 13 seconds to spare. All right. That was too easy. All right. So now I have to think of a player. This is gonna be really hard. Not actually, because I can make it obscure. I think I have a really good one. So this is gonna be basketball.
All right.
I need to know like divisions and everything. This is scary. Okay, so he's on that team. This is not easy for me because I have to figure out the league they're in, like conference, teams.
I'm going to hit you with a lot of questions you better know the answer to.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so if I search up, I can like reverse engineer, so I could just search up like the team he's on, or she. I only said basketball. I didn't say NBA.
Okay, all right.
No, it's NBA. I'll let you know it's NBA. Okay. We're chilling. All right, so yeah. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Starts now.
Eastern Conference?
Yes.
Central Division?
Fuck, I don't know that. Oh, you said Central?
Mhm.
Yes.
Cavaliers?
Yes.
Guard?
No.
Forward?
Yes.
Kevin Love?
That was 15 seconds.
Wow.
How do you know I was going for Kevin Love? I thought that was pretty obscure. I thought that was fairly
not a bad
obscure.
one, yeah.
I might be able to trip you up with this. Okay, first, I'll give you one that you'll probably get. So this is broad scale, any sport.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna try to change it up, like really, like I don't think you'll be able to get it. Okay. And then we search up this. I didn't know how many divisions were in a different conference. I didn't know that. I just saw it quickly. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're good. Let's see. Okay, I got it. We're chilling. All right.
I somehow was predicting the Cavaliers
That's
like before you even
That's
started.
ridiculous. All right. Your time, 30 seconds on the clock, starts now.
Baseball?
No.
Basketball?
No.
Football?
Yes.
NFC?
No.
AFC,
Yes.
obviously. AFC West?
No.
AFC North?
No.
AFC South?
No.
Titans?
No, that's not the right division.
AFC North?
No, it's East.
Oh, AFC East.
I'm trying to help you.
Patriots,
No.
Jets,
Yes.
wide receiver,
No.
offensive player,
Yes.
running back,
Yes.
Brees Hall.
He got it. Right at the 30-second. Like I was about to say final
Let's
guess, and he
go.
got it. It was Brees Hall. All right. Good job. Good job, man. I gave you a little bit of help,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's because I wanted you to
Yeah.
win. Now I don't think you're gonna get this one.
Is it just like any athlete, or is it still a sport in a sport?
It's still
Okay.
a sport. I'll make it still a sport, but I don't think you'll be able to get it. Just because of I know you. Okay. Let's see. So I'm currently doing research on this player to figure out so that way I can give him the right answers.
Now I'm scared. I really want to
Oh,
get this
okay.
now.
Okay. I'll give you 45 seconds because I
right.
don't think you'll be able to get this. All right. Your time starts now.
Hockey,
No.
baseball,
No.
basketball,
No.
football,
No.
WNBA,
No.
MLS,
No. Wait. Yes. Yes. Well, technically.
soccer,
Yes.
women's.
No.
Oh my gosh,
I knew soccer was gonna get him.
soccer's tough. Do I know any? David Howard,
No.
Tim Howard.
No.
Uh,
I made it pretty well known.
it's MLS or just like soccer in general.
It's Premier.
Kylian Mbappe.
No.
Messi,
No.
Ronaldo,
No.
Suarez,
No.
uh,
You're on the right track though with those kind of names.
Ibrahimovic.
No.
Uh,
I want to ask if they're still playing or dead.
at least, wait, is that the time?
Yes, the time.
What was it?
It was Maradona.
Oh my god.
Diego Maradona. All right, I got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That's all I needed
Yeah,
to
should've
give
asked
you a
if he was
soccer
dead.
player.
Should've
Yeah,
asked
no,
if
he
Or
died.
not playing.
It looks like if not playing, I would have been like, he's kind of dead. He died 2020, so that was recently.
What's crazy is I would have gotten him if I asked if he was dead or not.
Do you want to know what's really sad? Speaking of dead people, Leslie Jones, or not Leslie Jones. Did I just mess up? I think I just butchered his name. I was literally just searching. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the guy with the mustache.
No, not the guy with the mustache. Damn. There's
Jordan. Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan. I'm so upset.
Give me a picture.
He was. Do you watch Young Sheldon at all?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. So me and my dad just I saw him watching.
Oh no way.
I know. I was watching him watch Young Sheldon because like I don't watch Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
But like it was a little funny, so I watched a couple episodes with him, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I know that guy. And my dad goes, yeah, that's Leslie Jordan. He's on Will and Grace and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I thought he was in the Prom, but I searched it up. Must have been a Mandela effect because he's not in the Prom. I thought he was in the Prom, but I guess not, because I watched that movie like when it came out. But yeah, and so like it's so weird because I just was reminded of him, and then he died yesterday.
That's crazy.
And like I was like, because
guy.
he was in a car crash, and I was like, I didn't know. Like I kind of assumed because he was older, like probably just
Yeah.
health.
Mhm.
But then I saw a car crash. And I'm like, oh my gosh! But it looks like he went into like a wall. So like I think it was today. The whatever. I think that was the site I saw it on. They said it was probably due to health reasons he crashed the car. So like my brain like jumps to stroke or something.
That's
But
too bad.
it was so sad. I didn't like. I just started to watch a show that he was in,
Yeah.
and now it's like, oh my gosh.
That's mad unfortunate.
That
He
is-
just like looks like a good guy. When
I-
you just look at a picture.
He was hilarious. He played in Young Sheldon. He was he played like kind of like how he is, like he's flamboyant and like, and so like there's this young guy and he's hitting on him and he's just like you're taking off your shirt, and it's just like that tore me, dude, because like I just started to watch his stuff. Does that happen to you a lot? There's this thing that always happens to me. I've talked about this with like 3 people now, where so say you learn a word. I'm making this very general. You learn a word, and then like the word comes up
Yeah.
in like 4 days.
Yeah, just like just like it all of a sudden just starts becoming prominent.
I know. And the only thing that I can so there's some psychological concept where if you get a car, you see that car a lot more. That's the only thing I've been able to like relate to, but it's different. Because like you learn a word, like even if you think past, you're like, I didn't even know the word before. Like I would have known it, and now it's coming up. So like the only thing I could relate it to is the psychological concept of like you buy a certain car and now you see that car over the place because you didn't recognize it
Yeah,
before because
right.
you didn't have the car.
Oh yeah, I got a car. My car's like an '04. But somehow I just see it more than I more than it did before I bought it,
Hmm.
and it's almost 20 years old now. I
Yeah.
don't know why people still have that car.
And that one is explained by psychology because you have seen it before. It just didn't register in your brain
Right.
because it didn't mean anything to you, and now it means something to you. But uh, I had 2000 and I think my first car. It was a 2016 Hyundai Elantra. It was red. I think it was 2016. Beautiful car. I had pictures of it and everything, and I didn't have it for more than a week because on our way home from the dealership,
Hmm.
we had got our license plate. So we waited like a week for the registration to get the license plate. So we went back to the dealership, got the license plate, and my dad was driving it. I don't know why, but he was
Yep.
driving it. We're on the highway, and we're going down, and my dad says he sees this guy in his rearview mirror, like going in and out of lanes. And so I guess he was trying to turn into the left lane, probably saw somebody, turned back right, hit
Right
us in
into
the
the car.
back, hit us in the back. We started spinning, and this is on the highway.
Wait, you were in the car?
I was in the car, yeah. We're going like I think he said he had the cruise control set at like 65 or 70 or 75. And we start spinning and we slam into the Jersey barrier. Car is totaled. I had this car for
This
less
was
than a
your
week.
first car?
This was my first car. Beautiful car. We got it for cheap too. It was less than $18,000.
Wow.
And like for like a 2016, it was a sporty, fast, about 40 miles per gallon, and it's just like that, gone, gone. Couldn't have it anymore. I was livid.
So, what car did you end up getting for your first car?
Well, so after that, my parents were like, "Well, we told you we would buy you your first car, and clearly that doesn't count. We're getting the money back for it anyway."
Yeah.
Now I have a Kia Optima. It's like a 2015. It's
Sure.
white, less sporty, less miles per gallon.
Gets the job done.
It gets the job done.
Gets you from
Exactly.
point A to point B.
Exactly. And it does a little bit more. Like it's not a bad car.
No.
Just compared to the Hyundai, I'm like, oh, it hurts my heart sometimes. But I haven't thought about that in a while. That was like that was.
I would still count that as your first car just because of that experience.
I
That's
know.
that's a crazy experience.
That was probably the scariest thing I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Cause the way I explained it is like when you're spinning, you basically feel zero gravity. Like you don't feel like you're moving, and all of a sudden you hear the screeching. So you hear the tire. For I think a month after, every time I heard the car screech, I would like flinch, like I would get scared. But my little sister, my little brother were in the back. My brother's 11 years younger than me, so
Yep.
he was at this time he was like 5 maybe, and so while we're spinning, I'm like, oh my god, either something's gonna hit us or we're gonna hit something that's going to kill us. Like, cause
Mhm.
like I could just I pictured the spinning and then all of a sudden like hearing like feeling like a, you know in movies like when the car crash goes and the screen goes black.
Yeah.
I was picturing that was gonna happen to my eyes. Like I thought I was just gonna die, and so mid spin, I turn around and I like grab my brother and like brace his head so that he doesn't hit against the window because I was freaking out. Not like out loud, but like in my head,
Yeah.
like everything's no pun intended. My head was spinning.
That reminds me of a car crash story.
Let's hear it.
Nothing major, but so I wake up on this random Sunday morning. My phone is spammed with texts from my dad, and then he calls me. He's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, your mom just got in a car crash. So I'm gonna come and get you and pick you up." I'm like, "All right." And then apparently my mom's like at the hospital. It wasn't a major crash though.
Okay.
Like she's not like badly hurt, not
Mhm.
affected by it now. But the crazy thing is, 3 hours later, I get a call from like my aunt. Your dad got in a car crash.
No way.
His was like really minor, but like his car, he had to replace his car.
Yeah.
I was like, how in the world did that just happen?
How unlucky is that?
I was like, I gotta check up on two people now. Are you kidding
Mhm.
me?
No. And I know the feeling of when you get that like phone call, like you know something bad's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Not with a car crash, but when I was my mom, I was over at my friend's house. I was supposed to have a party, so this was like near my birthday, I think, and um he lived with his grandparents, so we called him Mimi and Poppy. So Mimi and Poppy come upstairs. I'm like, they never go up there. Like they usually just call us down. They have a bell system where they
Mhm.
ring. They walked upstairs. I knew something's wrong, and I'm like, no older than 15. Yeah, I would say younger than 15. I don't remember what age. And they're like, they sit me down. I'm like, oh my god, something happened. I knew something happened. and they're like, "Don't freak out." You can't say "Don't freak out" before you tell me. Like now, I'm freaking
Yeah,
out.
now you
I'm
freak out.
literally freaking out, and so my head's like, "Oh my god, someone died." No, they didn't die, but what they said was, "Your mom is in the hospital right now. She went in overnight. She's getting her gallbladder removed."
Wow.
And I didn't know what that meant. Like I was like, my mom's going in surgery. Oh my god, I'm so scared. What's gonna happen? But they're like, nah, it's fine. It's they're just removing the gallbladder and then she'll be fine. But obviously no party today. And I start crying, not because of the party, because my mom.
A little bit of both.
No, no, I wasn't worried about the party at all. But I'm like, they're like, no, you don't need to cry. You're fine. You're fine. But it's just like, again, like I didn't understand. Like my mom's going into surgery.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, it just I guess overnight she was like walking to the bathroom, and then she just fell to the floor because I guess there was some pain going on in her gallbladder, and they did so. What she told me recently was that when she was at the hospital, one of the nurses was like totally being sexist and was like, "Are you pregnant? Like, are you sure you're not pregnant?" And mom's like, "My husband is snipped. I
Oh my
cannot
gosh.
be pregnant." And so she was like, "Oh," and then they took the exam, and then she was like nice to her for the rest of the time because like now she's just like, "Oh crap, she's not lying about the pain she's in." So that was I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah, we changed a little, changed the subject a little
That
bit,
took
but
a turn.
that did take a turn. But yeah, no, that's why my mom thinks that I'm gonna have to get my gallbladder removed because with all the stomach
Yeah.
issues I've been having, she's like, "It's probably your gallbladder." So that's fun. Oh yeah. You know what? You can know my personal life. You guys are listening to the podcast. If you got this far, you might as well. You deserve to know. I had like some crazy issues with like my like digestion, and so like I was throwing everything up. I could barely eat anything from coming on campus. I lost 15 pounds unexpectedly, and so when I was explaining all the symptoms to the doctors here, one of them accidentally made the mistake of saying, "Yeah, I don't think it's leukemia, but we can take some blood tests to find out." And then my week imploded. Like my whole life imploded for a week. I'm like, "Oh my, I've literally got leukemia. Like I'm gonna die." And my family was scared. Everybody was scared. And then I got the blood test done. I didn't have leukemia, so right on, no leukemia. But still, it was so scary. Oh
Right
no,
on.
right on, no. The first ever time I saw someone do that was this man right here, Ryan. He said, "Right on," in the middle of our bar 110 class, or it was bar 111, and I'm sitting there, and I said, "Don't you dare, like, don't you ever do that again." And
And
now
now
he
it's
does.
become a
Yeah,
daily thing.
he just kind of does it to piss me off. But it's a little funny. I will admit, it's a little funny. But he introduced it as like a frat thing.
Yeah, because that's what all the frat boys be doing. Right on. But now it's cool because I do it.
There's no way. I've never seen anybody do that before until you did it.
uh, yeah.
Right on.
Right on.
Is
It's
it?
right on.
It reminds me of Roll Tide.
It's pretty much exactly like that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
are you an Alabama fan?
No.
Do you follow college football at all?
I do. I do.
Do you have a team you like
I
the
don't.
most?
I don't have a team.
Can't beat UHart because we don't have a football team.
UHart football is superior.
Yeah, UHart
Central.
football is the top. This is the best
It's
football.
the best in the state. Yeah.
Clearly, because we totally have a football team.
Hey, no football is better than UConn football. They suck.
That
They
is true.
suck.
That is true. I went to a UMass band day where we played as a marching band, and UMass beat UConn.
And UMass sucks too.
UMass is garbage. Their marching band is amazing. They have a really good marching band. They got no football team to back it up.
Yeah, no.
Did you ever play any instruments?
In the 4th and 5th grade, I played a little bit of French horn.
French horn.
I
I've
was,
never
I was
heard
a
of.
god on the sticks there.
I've never heard someone that young playing a French horn before.
Yeah, it was me and 2 other people in the French horn section.
Okay.
We carried the band, honestly.
Sure.
Then I fell out of love for instruments. Unfortunately, don't play anymore. I've been trying to learn how to play the piano. No success. Guitar, no success. But hard work could pay off.
I play both of those.
Maybe I could get some lessons.
I can give you some one-on-one lessons. Did
Fun.
so? Did you like drop music to go to sports?
No. I did both, and then I was just like, I
Just
wasn't really interested. Like the teacher for band was like kind of a douche.
Okay, that makes sense.
I just fell out of love for it.
No.
I didn't have much love for it at first, but like it just hasn't interested me as much as sports do.
Yeah. So like when specifically did you start playing basketball?
Basketball, since honestly, since I could hold the ball.
That's ridiculous.
There's a video. There's a video of me as a youngster.
Oh.
My dad pitches me like one of those like plastic balls with a
Mhm.
plastic bat. I, that was a bomb. And then I go and then like the camera follows me running to the front yard into the driveway and me shooting a basketball into like one of those little tyke hoops.
Okay.
So like since then, I think that was like my first day playing sports. That's why we were taking videos or something.
That's cute. The reason why I bring this up is because Mr. Stec here went all state just your senior year.
Yeah, just my senior year. Yep.
So, I mean, I say it as if all state isn't like a big enough feat to just be a senior year thing. Like that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good to get that honor.
He played against my teammate,
I did.
Dominic Dow. He taught me everything I know about basketball. Him and my coach, obviously.
Yeah, he was solid.
He was he's going to Eastern now.
Yep.
They're D2. Why aren't you on a basketball team, Mr. Ryan?
I'm trying out next year.
Okay.
Promise that.
Yeah. Well, no. Obviously, you'll make the team. I have no doubt about that. But yeah. So, did you choose UHeart strictly because of like the business program over sports? Cause did you get any offers?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
kind of my fault. I didn't put myself out there
Oh. Okay.
like
Okay.
other people.
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So I take blame for that. But anyway, no, I would have played at some places, like smaller colleges. They were like, yo, I could send my film over. Their coaches were interested because my high school coach could get in touch.
Mm-hmm.
But I obviously got to put school first at some point.
Yeah.
Obviously a great business program here. So I was like, they're
And
going
your
D,
dad works here, so you get
Yeah.
free tuition.
and they're going D3 next year. So I have a good opportunity to make the team here. So
Yeah.
good school,
I think
opportunity for athletics. So why not?
you could have got lucky in a D1 team, benched
Yeah.
a D1 team. I think D3 is good for me because like
Yeah.
I now have like at least a shot.
Mm.
Maybe I have to wait until my junior year, but at least have a shot. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying? And now I'm going from one all-state guy training me to another all-state guy training me.
Yes, sir. Free lessons.
Hey, we're switching. Yeah, I teach you music and you teach me sports. Maximize our
Fair deal.
profits.
Fair deal.
Very fair deal. We were talking earlier before the podcast about how you called yourself an all-sport guy.
All sport guy. Yep.
So which one do you think when I'm talking about favorite sports, there's definitely like there's different favorites, you know what I'm saying? There's a favorite to watch, there's a
Yes.
favorite to play,
Mhm.
play alone, play with somebody. So just give me your rankings.
What is our ranking to watch?
Um
Or we could do
First-
to watch first or something.
yeah, you first do general.
General?
Try to
Alright.
generalize it. I know it's going to be really hard, but try.
All right. I put number 1 at basketball.
Okay.
Just because I love playing it.
Yeah.
Two, I hate watching. I'm not a fan of watching football as much as I used to be, but I love playing it, so I'll put 2 at football.
Okay.
It's my favorite to play with my boys, backyard football. 3, I'd put at baseball. I love to watch baseball, but again, I haven't played in a while.
Mhm.
It's probably the hardest sport in the world to play, to hit a ball. It's probably the hardest thing to do is hit a baseball from a pitcher.
I've heard that.
And then at 4 is hockey because I can't skate, so I don't.
Okay.
But I love watching hockey.
Okay. So do you want to throw one more in there for top 5?
5.
You got
Let's put soccer. I like
Soccer.
playing soccer.
Okay. And now, so that was just generalization. So you want to move to like your favorite to watch, and then what's your favorite to play?
Favorite to watch. Baseball's my favorite to watch. I love watching the Yankees every year. 2 and 3 can mix and match between hockey and basketball.
Okay.
I love watching hockey. Love the sound of the game.
That's
And
true.
then basketball, I love the sound of that game too. And it's just like fast paced,
Mhm.
quick to watch. But NBA can get kind of boring, I could see.
Yeah.
And then NFL has just grown to be boring to me. I put it at 4, but literally 4 right now. It's still like an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Yeah. 4
like-
it's still high.
Yeah. And then 5, I guess we'll put MLS soccer. I watch it from time to time.
Okay.
Actually, no, we'll put 5 golf.
Okay.
I watch golf.
You enjoy golf over
Yeah.
watching soccer.
Yeah.
That's fair. I ever since I started playing golf, I started to enjoy watching
Yeah,
golf more.
same here. Yep.
So, for me, I would first. Oh, this is so hard.
It,
So
it's really tough.
generalization, I'm gonna say probably basketball first, cause I'm a munch,
Of
so
course.
I'm just gonna copy what you say. Number two, I'll probably put football, then soccer, then hockey, then baseball. So no changes of the top five there. Top five
Top
stay
five,
top
six. Yep.
five, but just a little switched
Mhm.
around. Um, for to watch,
I'm
gonna.
guessing your lowest baseball is just because of the pace of the game. It's just kind of slow. Yeah,
Yeah. Also, I've
I can
never
see that.
played it.
Right. Right.
So to watch, I'm gonna say football, hockey. Um, this is so hard. So yeah, football, hockey, basketball, baseball, soccer. I've never really watched soccer.
Yeah. Me
And the
either.
thing is, so what makes watching hard is so like the ranking. To watch a game in hockey, like on the TV, is so much different than going in person.
Right.
Same thing with baseball.
Yeah.
Like I watch, like
It's
I have to
insanely
be, like I'm
different.
not gonna sit down and watch baseball by myself, but like I watch baseball with my dad all the time.
Hmm.
I love going out to watch
Oh yeah,
baseball.
going to the stadium's the best in
But
baseball.
I think this one I was more just like in generalization because like when you're going to watch hockey, you don't really watch hockey on TV when you're watching hockey. A lot of the times when you're watching hockey, you're going out to watch hockey because hockey tickets are like cheap.
Yeah, of course.
Baseball, you watch a majority of it
On
on
TV.
TV,
Hmm.
unless you're like a
Basketball.
super fan.
Yep. Basketball on TV.
Basketball on TV,
Football on
football on
TV.
TV. So yeah, I think that has something to do with it. But then to play, I think I'm gonna go basketball, hockey, soccer, football, baseball. And the reason why football and baseball are so low is just because I never played them.
You played hockey. You
I
know how to skate.
I do know how to skate, so
Love
I
that.
haven't played like an organized game or anything. But like I go out with hockey stick and a hockey puck, and I practice because I live on a lake that freezes
Yeah.
over, and I love it.
I wish I was you. I really wish I knew how to skate.
We can get you skates, and we'll go skating. It's actually. Did you ever rollerblade?
Yeah, I suck.
Did, my mom was a manager at Roller Magic in Waterbury, which is a roller skating rink, and so I learned how to skate at like a very young age. Like I basically could skate as soon as I could run, and so just transitioning to ice skates wasn't hard at all. I've only skated like in a rink. I'm not counting like out on the
Yeah.
on the lake, but in a rink I've only skated. I skated like 5 or 6 times, but I'm good. Like I get around.
Yeah. Well, when I went rollerblading, it was like part of a camp like trip thing.
Yeah.
I was out there about 5 minutes. I'd say I fell about 20 times.
That sounds about accurate to like beginners.
Yeah, it was the struggle.
Where did you go?
I'm not sure the name. It was a huge rink, like
Okay.
huge.
This is rollerblading, right? Not skating.
Yeah.
Okay. Or
It
not?
was-
Sorry, not roller.
It was
Ice.
enormous. It was kind of fun there though. Like they got the lights off. They're like blasting music. It was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it's a great atmosphere if you go to the right place. Roller Magic has kind of gone down in the dumps recently. It's in a scary part, which is why I think when someone says like, "Oh, Waterbury's scary. Oh, Waterbury's dangerous," I'm like, "No, what are you talking
It's got
about?"
its parts.
I've gotten so used to like driving through Waterbury, being in Waterbury that like I don't think it's bad at all. There are worse places out
Oh,
there
yeah.
for sure. Like
No doubt.
a lot. I wouldn't even put it in the top 50 worst places
No.
in America.
No, not even top 100. Not even.
Yeah, no,
Waterbury isn't that bad.
no, it's not that bad. I actually enjoy Waterbury. My dad grew up there,
Yeah.
and my grandparents they actually moved from Waterbury to right behind us, but they used to live in Waterbury. How does it feel to be a student whose parent works at campus, specifically a professor?
Sure. It doesn't really change much, you know. It's kind of weird, you know, going to school and seeing him. Sometimes, like I
Yeah.
see him like once a week, once or twice a week.
Can you take his classes?
No,
Okay.
they don't allow that.
Okay.
Partly because there's a chance he would like smudge or like
Yeah.
boost my grade a little.
Yeah.
Because of the family thing,
Mhm.
or just like a little bias.
Yeah.
But
It could work
I
both
kind of
ways.
just want to like sign up for one of his classes just to see if like they forget and like put me in there.
That's hilarious. But no, I think the bias can work both ways, where it's either going to be too harsh or too easy.
Yeah.
Because like he could be like, you were supposed to know this.
Yeah.
Now you get a bad
Yeah,
grade.
he's the type of dad that would be like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're supposed to know that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like unlimited office hours though.
Exactly.
Just text your dad, hey,
Yeah,
how
what
do you
should
do
I
this
study
problem?
for the test? What's on the test tomorrow?
Yeah, give me the answers. I can only imagine like seeing like my parents on campus. Like the only time my parents are on campus is like when they drop me off.
No, it's different. No.
Yeah.
Uh,
What happens if he's the only teacher for a class you need? Because he works in Barney.
yeah. He works like the quant class that we have to take. Uh, so I don't know if he's the only professor
Did
for
I
that.
accidentally take your dad?
Maybe.
I'm gonna have to pull up my schedule. So wait. Oh wait, I'm not in a quant. Wait, which quant class? Like the ones we're taking now?
I'm not sure. I think sophomores take it.
Okay. I mean, technically sophomore, but we don't talk about that. Yeah, no, I just finished my schedule and it's beautiful, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I still gotta register for my winter. I gotta catch up, man.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on watches?
On watches.
Yeah.
If you get a nice looking one like that, they're cool. Apple watches, they're weird.
I stopped wearing my Apple
But like
Watch.
I like a nice like nice one like that
Yeah.
just as the time.
Mm-hmm.
Gold, silver, whatever.
Well, I know it's hilarious. This was like $10.
Really?
Yeah.
That looks.
It's
Let me
cheap.
get a look at this.
My parents bought it for a wedding, and it doesn't even fit my wrist. So I'm looking to get a new one, another cheap one. But like, I found one on Amazon so with the project management event I was telling you about, it's business professional. Like it's high up there.
Yep.
It's something important, and so I was like, I need to get a watch because I'm not wearing my Apple Watch, and I'm not having my watch tan line show through.
Sure.
It's not happening. What do you think is too much to spend on a watch?
It depends on how much money you got. If it looks really good, I honestly think you can go up there to like the high hundreds, like 5, 6, 700.
That was so much lower than I expected. At first, I thought he was gonna say, "I could imagine you going up to like 10,000."
There's $10,000 watches.
There's $100,000 watches out there.
Maybe you can go up there if you're rich.
I'm gonna try to find you the most expensive Rolex. Most expensive Rolex. All right, I'm gonna give you an over under. Over under for this one. So okay, so we're gonna do a couple. This is the Rolex Submariner Date Lapis Lazuli. Over or under $200,000.
Over.
Under. It's 159,950.
Still expensive.
159,000. All right, now this one. It is the Daytona Cosmograph Rainbow. I'm not. Yeah, that's just a serial code. Over or under $500,000.
$500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says rainbow, so I'm gonna go over. 'Cause it sounds
$619,000.
believable.
That's not even like I don't know. That's not like I feel like I can get that for like $30.
Uh,
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's got like
Yeah,
diamonds in
right.
it, but like you can get a one that looks like that. So, are you allowed to wear a watch that costs that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think if I buy something that much, I'm not.
But what are you gonna do with it? Just leave it out for?
Put it on display. Just
Yeah, I
like I
guess you
feel
could
like
do that,
because
but
how much value is going to depreciate it if you put
Right,
it on?
right.
And if that watch cost so. In my brain, I'm thinking supply and demand, but that's clearly not supply and demand. They could make a bunch of those. I'm sure it's not a limited edition.
Mhm.
If it's like on that website, I'm sure I could buy like two
Yeah.
if I had $1.2 million.
Right.
But if it costs that much, does that mean like it's worth that much? Like it has that much? Like
No, no,
what
no,
is that? Like
it's definitely-
$300,000 worth of diamonds in it at least?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
So when you put it on, does it depreciate value by that much?
Probably not by that much.
Like you got to
But
think
kind
if
of
you,
a portion of that.
well, I'm thinking because like a car depreciates value the second it's like
Right.
what 12% the second you drive off the
Mhm.
lot.
Yeah.
If you put on the watch, does it depreciate value like that? Not even if you get it dirty. Even like you just it comes out of the box.
I'd say it probably depreciates, but literally not as much as a car, like
Yeah.
12%, but
Yeah.
maybe like 2% if we're talking percentages.
But then to a business guy, is that not technically just like a bad financial decision? to at least wear it.
I don't think people buy watches to about like financial. They just wanna
That's-
look rich.
Yeah.
Look cool.
Yeah. Okay. So that kind of defeats the whole purpose of like, okay, yeah, that defeats my entire argument.
In
of
all
just, like,
honesty, do we need watches?
yes, we need watches
No, we
for
don't.
the time. I'm not saying expensive watches,
Oh,
but
we got this.
but it's if that's in your pocket, you have to reach in your pocket, grab it out. Instead, you can just go like this, and it is 5:40. It is 4:45.
I don't know.
I never learned how to read a clock. That's a lie. I did.
I just think somewhere's got to have time. I mean, having a watch is fine. I'm not opposed to it, but I think time is displayed somewhere. If you don't have $500,000 to spend, you don't got to spend it.
That's true. But as you said, it's a flex
Yeah,
thing.
right.
It's a flex thing.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't need the time on a watch, but I got so used to my Apple Watch going like this and reading the time that I'm like now I like if like I'll look at my watch I'll look at my wrist for the time, and when I didn't have my Apple Watch, I'd go like this and I'd just be staring at my tan line, and I'd be like, yeah, it's approximately 3:30. I don't have a watch on. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't tell you the time. When my phone's in my pocket, I could reach in my pocket and grab my phone and tell you the time, but I just don't want to now that I've pulled out my wrist and there's nothing on it, and I feel awkward.
Yep.
So I got this watch, and it doesn't fit my wrist. It slides up and down like this.
Watches are touchy subject.
It is a touchy subject. Is it a touchy subject for you for a specific reason?
No. It's just
Okay.
pretty subjective.
That's true.
You know, to some people, some people just have like a couple watches on that you got $1 million on your wrist.
That's
so it's like,
yeah.
all right, big guy.
Did OBJ actually wear a watch
During the game?
during that Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Did it break, or was that just a
No.
meme?
No,
Okay.
it didn't break.
Um.
But he got fined.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got fined for it.
Yeah.
Probably like half the cost of the watch.
Probably, yeah. But he's got that he's got pocket change.
He's
That was
yeah.
pocket change.
He was just. Did you know? Chad Ochocinco had a separate like budget for
fines.
penalties
Yeah,
and
probably.
fines.
Yep.
He had money set aside so that way he can celebrate the way he wanted to.
Yep.
That's a boss move.
That is, boss. I respect that.
I do. I respect that a lot. I want to ask you your opinion on Kanye.
I don't really.
Yeah,
He makes some questionable there's like statements,
Do you-
questionable
yeah.
decisions, whatever.
Do you
But
think he deserved to lose his Adidas contract?
he did?
Yeah, he lost it today. They released him.
Whatever Adidas felt is right. I agree with. I'm an Adidas. I'm an Adidas.
Oh, you're an
wearer.
Adidas. That's hilarious. You're in an
So-
Adidas hoodie.
Full Adidas fit.
Oh, it's full Adidas. Like, was that
Shoes.
coordinated or just because you just
No,
wear
I-
Adidas a lot?
I wear Adidas a lot.
Okay.
But yeah.
Adidas over
So
Nike.
yeah, I trust my Adidas
Okay.
guys.
Do you think that raises the value of Yeezys?
Yes.
Because now they're not
Because
gonna
now
produce
there's
them.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So if you got some, wait a few years.
Hold on to them. Those are gonna go up on StockX very soon. Who's your favorite artist?
Wow. Hitting me with the big question. All right. So I spread my music taste across all genres. I'll give you my top 3 genres.
Cool.
I love like 2000s pop, like
Good.
Rihanna, like Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. You've been listening to Justin Timberlake like
crazy,
there's
like
no
crazy.
tomorrow.
I like hip hop. I listen to hip hop a lot.
Yep.
Especially when I'm hyping up for a game or whatever.
Sure.
Or I love classic rock.
Okay.
Classic rock goes hard.
Those are good. Those are good genres.
I'll give you my top 3 artists.
Okay.
All right.
In each genre or just in general?
There's gonna be one from each, pretty much.
Oh, cool.
So it works out that way. Justin Timberlake.
Yep. Knew that was coming.
Lil Baby.
Okay.
And Phil Collins.
Phil
I'm
Collins.
gonna give it to Phil Collins.
I don't know him by name. What songs does he have?
He sings "In the Air Tonight."
You're gonna have to sing
I'll
it
show you
for
the
me.
song after.
No, you're gonna have to sing it for me right now.
No.
Ah,
No.
I thought you were gonna start
There's a-
singing it.
You know the drum sound. Yeah,
I
I'll
know
show
the
it to you
drum
after.
sound.
You'll
Okay.
know the drum
You
sound.
guys will probably like be flaming me right now because I don't know "In the Air Tonight."
Yeah, it's a pretty popular song.
I'm sure.
But no, those are my top 3. I also like Aerosmith.
Oh,
from,
okay. I know them.
Yeah, love their songs. But yeah, those are my top 3. I like to spread my. I also love Rihanna. She sneaks in the top 3 from time to time.
Honorable mention.
Yep.
No,
genre.
I get that. I listen to like every genre, so
The only genre I can't listen to is country. Oh my gosh, I
there are
cannot.
there are country songs that I can listen to, but I usually say that same thing, like, oh, I can't listen to country. But there are time there was this era where I was listening to Luke Combs for like crazy.
I hear he's all right.
Yeah, I mean he's more pop. So when I think of country or like the country that I won't listen to is like southern twang,
Yeah,
like old,
right.
like banjo, like dum dum da dum da dum dum da dum da dum 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 da 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 da.
That's a good song
It is a good song,
though.
but just the sound.
Yeah.
But like new pop country, it isn't bad. Cause like sometimes like pop country like that, like you know what's that popular wedding song? Speechless.
I don't know. How it
The
goes.
I'm speechless.
Oh
That
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one is considered country song. No, the people that sing it are considered country. I think they have like country or songs, but it's still pop country.
Sure. But I was gonna say the only country artist I mess with, only one, Chris Stapleton, and half of that is because he's boys with Justin Timberlake.
Oh no!
But he also has some good songs.
Everything goes back to
He
Justin
sings
Timberlake.
Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I do like that song. I like playing on guitar.
I love that song. If I had to
Yeah.
listen to any country song.
No, that's a good option. That's a very good option. But again, that's more pop country,
Yeah, right.
which is weird. But yeah, like bluegrass.
No,
Sorry, Gramps, but not for me.
just gets annoying.
Yeah. It also kind of sounds the same.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people say that about rap or like hip hop,
Exactly.
but it's like it's just different.
Exactly.
It's just different.
Yeah, it's different. One of my guilty pleasures is listening to classical music.
Classical.
Yeah.
I can't name one classical song, but
Yes,
I
you
trust.
can. Yes, you can. Name any song you know on piano.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That.
Is that not?
That's Queen.
I knew that. No. I'm thinking of. There's one that has Rhapsody in it.
I'm sure there's a million, but.
I can't name. I can't name a piano song. What's that one called?
You don't know what that's called?
No.
Come on, that's Fear Elise.
I didn't know that. I know the song, but I didn't know the name.
Do you know anything blank sonata?
Frank Sinatra.
N-
No, I'm kidding. No, I don't.
What's in the sky at night?
Stars. Moon.
Yeah,
The
and
Moon Sonata.
moon blank sonata.
What's the second word? Give me a hint.
The moon gives off this.
Moonlight Sonata.
There you go.
How does that go?
That's
Wait, I feel like I've heard that.
That's a
name, the
weird
name of that
one.
song.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what it's called, but you know the da 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 dun. Beethoven's Fifth
Yeah.
Symphony. I know that's one. That might be the da 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 dun. I think
Yeah, I
that's
could probably know
Beethoven's
some songs, but I just can't recall the names.
That's ridiculous. See, I feel like you can throw out literally any words that you would assume with classical and be able to get one. I mean, there's literally you can say prelude in and then any letter A through G and have one.
Prelude in Z.
I said A through G.
Oh.
Oh,
Prelude.
you've messed that up. I know how to play prelude in C.
Prelude in G.
I'm sure there's one. Do you have a favorite album? Not classical.
Not classical. All right. Favorite album,
I know that like eliminated a million for you, but
dude. My top 10 were classical albums.
yeah.
I love JT 2020, Justin Timberlake album.
Okay.
Great.
Was that released in 2020?
No,
Oh.
20. A while ago now. 2015 maybe.
Why was it 2020 then?
It was like 2020.
2020 Vision?
Yeah.
To think that 2020 only belongs to the year.
The Rihanna album that had "Don't Stop the Music" in it. That was fire.
I'm sensing a similarity between your top three artists and your top albums.
Yep. Lil Baby album. I don't have a. I can't. I like single songs from his selections, but I don't. I can't say I like a complete album.
Yeah.
of his.
Okay.
That new Future album though, that's kind of old now. I love that album. I don't know the names of albums that much, but
Okay. See, to me, Lil Baby is such a better feature artist. I feel like his features are much better than his single music.
no, I personally disagree, but I respect your opinion.
No, it's just like every song I could think of with Lil Baby, it's a feature. And I guess that's more because I'm thinking of like Drake and Lil
Yeah.
Baby, but J. Cole. Did J. Cole make a song with Lil Baby? He had to.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you, I can't believe you haven't mentioned J. Cole at all. I think that's my number one rapper.
Wow. Yeah, I like J. Cole. I respect him. I liked when he worked with 21 Savage.
Are you putting him in
frequently.
top 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Top 5?
No.
Okay. Or just I'm talking strictly rappers here,
Yeah,
not
no,
just artists.
no.
No, not top 5. What's your top 5 rappers?
Obviously, one Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Two. I'm not gonna do an order for 2 through 5.
Okay.
But I got 21 Savage. I love him. Future. You're gonna hate me for this one. I don't even know if you know him, but NLE Choppa.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
underrated. And
It's like saying NBA YoungBoy.
and 5 spot, we could give it to A Boogie right now. You know, he's
Fair.
kind of sucked recently, but his old songs I like.
No, that I respect A Boogie. Anyone who doesn't know rap is just completely turned off by this now, though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one more question
Sure.
before we go, and I want this to be an important question.
All right.
So we're gonna think about Ryan real quick. What do we think is important to Ryan? Obviously, basketball is important to him. Oh, you wanna know what? I've got it. The best question you could ever ask: is a hot dog a sandwich?
There, I don't know how I've heard this question so much in the last week. But
You're kidding.
No, it's crazy. I see it all around. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay.
It's in between
Okay.
2 pieces of bread.
I
There's
just-
meat. There's
you know
meat in the middle. Sandwich.
Just fundamentally for me, it can't fit in the sandwich
Yeah,
category. But
I wouldn't say. Can you like? It's just I guess by definition it is, but I wouldn't just
Yeah. See, I don't even at that point. I don't even care about the definition. I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't
saying no.
care.
Hot dog is not a sandwich. All right. Any last words you want to say, Ryan?
Kids out there, dream big, work hard, for what you want, cause you'll succeed. Want it more than the person next to you. Study hard for school, get good grades, be the guy you want to be. Don't follow anyone else's footsteps. Be your own you. That's all I got.
That was so inspirational, and for what? But he does not want it more than me. I can tell you that. I definitely want everything more than him.
I want it more than anything. I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it.
Exactly. I want it, and I think that ties back to what I was talking about last episode. Just you know what sometimes it's about pretending. In this case, wanting. You just gotta want it. If you stick your mind to that thing, it's gonna happen. So thank you very much, Ryan.
Of course.
You can drop your socials. I'll put them in the description, but you can
Plug
say
them
it
right
out
now.
loud. Yep.
My Instagram, Ryan Stec 4, RYNSTEC 4. What else? Snapchat? No. We'll just leave the Instagram.
Yeah,
to it.
I think the
you can
Instagram's
plug
good.
my other socials
Okay.
if you'd like.
I think Instagram is pretty.
But
solid.
no, thank you for having me, Matthew. It was an honor.
Again,
I love this
yeah.
experience. Being the
Thank-
first guest on Off the Script.
First guest on Off the Script. Thank you very much for being here, Ryan, and thank you all for listening. Thank you, Professor Ennis, for making this all possible, and the University of Hartford for giving us this beautiful space to live in. I guess not especially here, but just University of Hartford in general, living in here. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoy and have a great rest of your week.
You guys.